And the chore list continues. It is Saturday and it dropped down. Technically, I think it's still winter, but it got really cold last night. So I'm waiting because my fingers don't do well in cold, and you need fingers to do a lot of this stuff. Still want to put up the bird and bat houses. I got all my kids home from college, so they may be doing that today. I'm going to get those no trespassing signs up again, just trying to reiterate to neighbors where my property line is. I don't really care if they go across it. So the coop, I did actually, so I'm that guy who if you do something and it wasn't on the list, I'll put it on the list so I can check it off. So I wanted to re-roof one of the coops because my wife didn't like, I kind of, I don't know, jerry-rigged up a solution and she said, it looks stupid, please fix it and make it look nice. So when she who must be obeyed says, the best thing you can ever do, my advice to any newly married men is to listen and do. And then ask, did I do it close to what you wanted? I do want to put on new roofing on the A-frame coops that I bought from somebody on Facebook Marketplace. So I haven't used them yet, but they're not weatherproof or safe, so I can't use them yet. I got the tent out. I do want to mow an edge, but I decided I'm just going to move it to the backyard. So that's really not a farm list, I guess, but it is because we don't do chemicals on the grass, and so because we have lots of property that blows lots of weeds, our in quotes front and backyard is super weedy, so I need to kind of go through that. So I did do the roosters, but I got to do 2 more. It's weird now that spring is getting close. Several of the birds that I thought were chickens all of a sudden blew up a big beard and comb, and now they're cockle-doing. So they were roosters in disguise. I did move the dirt, so it's got a half check, but I put the rest of it over by the garden chicken coop area. So I'm gonna hand shovel, load by load, the rest of that dirt I bought into the garden boxes. And I did fix the tractor tire, so I'm getting close. But just wanted you guys to see that life on the farm, life on the homestead, it can be easy if you keep it simple. You can see my other videos on chores for time. I think it usually takes 10 minutes. But there are projects that need to be done, and you need to set aside time for it. It's great if you can get the kids involved. I think the thing that I have found with the kids is I'm not a very good teacher to my own family. I get frustrated too quickly, so I've been working on that. Something else that I guess this is a bonus, we save all of our scraps. So this is bananas and eggs and whatever. Nobody was gonna eat that stuff, or it's leftovers. It just went, it's too old. We got new bananas. So I'll take all of that and give it to the birds. And they may not actually eat the bananas. They'll pick up the eggs for the calcium, I guess, but the bananas will attract flies and then they'll eat the flies. So we save all our scraps, reduces our trash. Not that I'm really like a tree hugger. I don't really care. There's enough space here. We can, whatever. But, I do like efficiency. I am an engineer, and if you can give me a better process, I will take it. Okay, so on the agenda, you saw the list. I'm gonna put these angle brackets on our garden boxes to keep them looking like a box rather than something that's being broke. There's the scraps, there's another bucket of scraps. I went ahead and made up our food for the chickens. So we've been making our own food ever since the whole, hey, is the chicken feed that you can buy at the store bad? I don't really know if it was or wasn't, but this actually doesn't cost that much to do. And they like it and they eat it, and I can ferment it. And then of course I got the stuff out here to harvest a few roosters. So that's on the agenda. So of course we start with the food. I've got the bucket that was soaking, poured it into the bucket with holes. Let's see if I can get that. And it's draining into the one below so that you start some fermentation. And I got the next 2 already out so that they're filling up. Threw out the scraps. The chickens are checking it out. I'll dump some seeds for them. The duck chore basically is every single day, give them fresh water. They are not giving me eggs anymore, so their time may be short. So there's the holes in the bucket, nothing special, and just poured out the food in a line, and they are coming out to investigate. It is interesting how picky they are, but the other day, yesterday, I threw it right there, and it's all gone. Can you see that? Yeah, and it's all gone. So they like it. So this one's pretty simple. These boxes just get deformed because I didn't do them great the first time. So I'm just putting these angled brackets on the top and bottom. Kind of an expensive way to keep them going, but I don't know. Right now I'm going for my time, and I'll pay more to get my time back. So I'll go for, I think these guys are pretty expensive. I could have gone for something cheaper. You can see over here what I did. This guy split a lot and kind of pushed them back together and then get them to stabilize. So it was a garden box, and then I just really am not good at gardening. Jordan is trying to help me with that. So now we have the dirt baths. So eventually I will do something to help create some food. Like over here, we got the, these are old doors I used to have on our original coop structure and or enclosure structure. So we got these on the top so stuff can grow through. I think this is a better idea than this one. Of course, I'm just repurposing, but so stuff will grow up and they'll eat it. I threw some seeds in there. We'll see what actually comes up. I am a pretty lazy gardener. Just throw it out there and see what happens because I'm no good at this. I did just find a rooster. I knew there was another one with a messed up foot. So this rooster under here, way in the back, is hobbling. And I thought I picked him up last week, but I totally missed him. So there's a couple that look like him. And unfortunately, I've got to take care of him. All right, so I got a mound of dirt that I brought down here with the tractor. I'm gonna put it in the bucket with a shovel and bring it over here and throw it into these garden boxes that I got. Just filling them back up. I had extra dirt, so this is what I'm doing with it. Oh dang, so putting dirt in is always harder than you think. This guy's good, and I'm almost done with the dirt pile, but the chores are always tough. And then I got the 2 roosters in the live cage I gotta go take care of. That's not really the right word. And then the one over there that's limping about. Okay, so the mound is gone and I just spread out the rest. I think the big thing I'd want you guys to know is I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it what makes sense. I do watch a lot of videos and listen to a lot of podcasts. Well, I listen to more podcasts, but I think anybody would figure out that, hey, if I scrape the dirt from the bottom and I clip some of the grass and I put it in one of the garden boxes, wouldn't the grass possibly start growing there? So I've just left the bottom there and then spread it out. All right, let's see what time we're at. So harvested some roosters and got them in the crock pot, so I'm gonna put them in, and then this guy right here will enjoy some extra dog food. Like I said before, it's too tough since they're free range for people, and I'd have to chop it up a lot more and do a lot more prep, and I'm not in it for the meat, I'm in it for some eggs. And when you hatch eggs, weirdly, 50% of them are roosters.